DIY or Die, Walker Vapor Group LLC, or any of its associates do not condone nor encourage the use of nicotine, vapor products, or any mood-altering substances without the explicit consent of a physician. The content viewable on this channel is strictly for entertainment purposes only and not meant to be seen as informational or educational. Must be 21 years or older to view these materials.
Silky beat. Hello, what is up, mixers? Welcome back to another episode of the MIXINVIXENS. My name is Emily, also known as Milton Icon, and let's say hello to the other Vixens. We've got Jen, the E-Juice Fairy.
Hey, everybody.
Hello, we've got JJ, also known as Flavor Pro.
Good evening, everyone.
And we've got the lovely Rin Vapes. How you doing?
Hello.
Hi. How the heck is everybody?
I'm a little bit tired, man. I've spent the weekend painting my kitchen. This is the first time I've actually took the time to look like a human female because I've been covered in paint. And I don't know if I have paint in certain places, but I know it's all over my fingertips. But, hey, I've been, my family says, I waited for everybody to leave to go to work and do stuff. And then I ran and got the paint, the color I wanted. And they came back and they were like, holy shit. They were like, we can't leave you at home alone with a paintbrush and a credit card ever again. You can't be unsupervised. They came back with this rusty color and put it up against the purple because the color chart said it was the exact opposite. So I wanted to make a contrast like that. And they were like, you're not putting that on the whole wall, are you? So I did a door.
They don't like the color.
No, there were some racially things said about my heritage. They were like, oh, that's where it comes out in these colors.
How's everybody else doing?
And my daughter says, Mom, you know, normal people don't have this many colors on their walls. I said, I'm not normal.
Kidding me? When we get a house, totally painting a wall like a mural. And multiple colors and different rooms.
Seriously. I mean, what if your canvas is bigger than a wall? I mean, it's like a canvas. It's like, I was like, oh, I can do anything. I'm home alone. So you guys done anything fun though this week at all? Anything exciting, new?
No, not really.
I've had an interesting week, so I have a lot to talk about, but I'll shut up a little bit. Let you guys tell me about your week.
I'm having some sort of allergy thing that I'm kind of stuffy and my ears are messed up and my equilibrium's all off and I'm dizzy as all hell. Like
that sucks.
I feel like I'm kind of drunk, but I'm not.
Stay away from the kitchen floor in socks then.
Yeah, I'm not wearing socks.
We don't want you falling again.
I don't want to fall again. My back still hurts.
Oh gosh. Rin, how was your weekend?
Pretty good.
Yeah. I saw your show. Got some of those wonder flavors tested.
Did I though?
Trying to test them.
I tried what I could taste. I still
Poor Rin. Her tongue is still has vapor's tongue. Or something.
It's like certain flavors though. It's so weird. Like tobaccos I can taste fine, watermelon I can taste fine, blueberry to an extent, but then strawberry, lemon can't. Certain creams it can't.
So this week's recipe must have been challenging for you then.
I mean, I wasn't gonna like the profile anyway, really. So I mean I just picked which one wasn't bad.
Which one you liked or dislike the least?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, okay, well, I don't want to throw up from this, so I guess it'll do.
Oh, is that how we do it?
That's how we roll.
When you can't taste it to begin with and you don't like the profile, I mean, it's kind of like, well, I have a lot of odds against me, so I'm just going to do this.
I went super simple. I
Yeah,
went after the people who don't want to mix my complicated recipes, and I decided to put something out there that people could enjoy, that was simple, that is just something I sometimes shake and vape and run out the door. It's not a 5-star super complex. It's just basic, but good.
Sometimes it's just what you need. You don't need something gourmet and I'll have all these nuances and layers. You just want something simple and tasty.
Yeah, and it didn't hurt any that I've been testing a bunch of flavor art tobaccos this week. And so everything is super vibrant outside of tobacco. So I was like, oh, this is delicious. Oh no, this is delicious. Oh, this is delicious. And I'm like, are they really? Or am I now tasting them?
That's the thing is that flavor bias, you know?
Yeah, it's like my paint.
It's real.
Purple and orange. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Those are the colors I combined.
Wow. Pink, purple, and orange.
It's a lilac and a rust color.
I was gonna say, depending on the tones, that could totally.
They both have like a gray undertone, so they're both earth tones.
I'm thinking of knitting something in those colors, but they're gonna be like jewel tones, so like a raspberry deep pink with like a tangerine orange.
Yeah, and mine are like a lilac, that like a dusty lilac color. So sometimes it almost could fool you into thinking it's a taupe if it was brown and black, and gray. But instead, it's like, is it gray or is it purple? Is it gray or is it purple?
That could work totally.
It's one of those colors, and then the rust color, the orange is a sandy orange color, so it's deep. It's almost like Rin's orange back there, but it's more with a little bit of sand on it. So it's
nice,
contrasting. But
I can see that
living room is an olive color, so now I have the lavender, the olive. I have all the earth, wind, and fire in the house.
Nice. All right, so let's just jump into our mixes, guys. What do you think?
Yeah, why not?
All right.
Do we have anybody play along this week that we know of?
Yes, we did. We had 2 people play along. Do you guys want to go over their recipes first, or
whatever you want to do? I didn't have a chance to look. I've been really busy this week. My stepson graduated high school on Thursday and college on Friday, so those were 2 very busy days. And then I've have other projects that I've been doing. And then I started painting. Holy crap. Like, I didn't have enough on my plate, but that's how I work best, is just keep piling it on. So I'll let you guys make the tough decisions here tonight.
All right, well, let's just kind of do it like we normally do. We'll go over our recipes, and then at the end, we'll talk about the other 2 that played along.
Sounds good.
Okay, who would like to go first this time?
Oh, you're muted, JJ.
I said I will. I hit unmute, but I think I was unmuted already. So I did a just 1, 2, 3 recipe because I completely forgot that I actually didn't mix a recipe this week. I thought I had already mixed it because I mixed the next week's recipe, but I skipped this one apparently, and I didn't have a recipe already done. So I mixed it real quick before the show. I don't know. It may need a steep. I haven't tested Innoware's shortbread flavor. This is the first time I've tried it. I can kind of taste it. I think I may have gone too high on the fizzy sherbet. Because mostly I just taste lemon, but I know that also fades as it steeps.
Yeah.
So that may fade out a little bit more, and I actually bumped the numbers up a little. since I actually shared that. The fizzy sherbet's still at 1.25, but the frosting's at 3.75% now, and the Innerwear shortbread is at 3% because I couldn't taste them when I tried it. So I just bumped it up a little bit. I can taste the shortbread. It kind of tastes like a cookie. I can't quite tell because my taste buds are really off today. It may actually taste really good. But I'm tasting burnt cotton. I'm tasting all sorts of funkiness going on, and I can't breathe through my nose.
I'm sorry. I was there a couple weeks ago, so I understand.
We've got an apple tree flowering out back. We've got a whole bunch of trees just going crazy out here. So it's bad again this week. I taste the lemon. I kind of get a little bit of frosting.
Well, that's a good thing.
Kind of there. So maybe it'll steep out, and maybe if somebody else wants to try it, since it's just a 3 flavor recipe, and if you got Innerwear shortbread,
I've been wanting to get that Innerwear shortbread.
I picked it up from Bull City, I think the last time I ordered stuff.
Yeah.
And it was one of those ones that I picked that one up, and Mango and Tango and the Wonder Waffles. I was like, ooh, shortbread. I don't have that.
Is this the only recipe that you've used that flavor in so far?
Yeah, I haven't tried it before. That was the first time. It was like, it smells good. It kind of tastes like cookie.
There you go. That's all that it takes, right? It kind of tastes like cookie. It smells like cookie. It must be cookie.
It is possible that you may need to kick fizzy sherbet down to like 0.75% because it may actually be a little high, but it may steep out. So I don't know.
Yeah, it'll probably fade some.
I'll put some notes on it when I actually make it public in a week or so.
Oh, yeah. I didn't make mine public tonight yet either. I need to do that. Go back and do that afterwards.
Girls.
So no verified recipe this week. Ha ha ha. Next week, however.
Yeah, I think we'll do some more simpler things. Recipes. So it's gonna be, I don't know, I guess there's not much to it, to doing the whole lemon.
Well, we've done it a couple of times now, so we're running out of ways to make it complicated, which we've done before.
Lemon bar.
Yeah, so I think that this week we just decided, I mean, I know I did. I decided, you know what, I'm not going to overcomplicate this one. I've given some complicated ones in the past. I'm going to give an easy, straight up one.
Yeah.
It's still different.
All right, well, why don't you go next?
Sure. Hold on. Let me pull it up.
This is going to be a short show, guys. Just FYI.
Nah.
Yeah.
You need me to talk?
No, we don't need to necessarily, like, fill up stuff just to talk. But if you want to talk about your recipe, talk about your recipe. But
I'm just messing with you. Don't give me no lip there, Missy. So I called mine Another Lemon Cookie. And I went simple with it. I really debated. I'll tell you what, I wanted to try that Cap Silverline cookie. Have you used that before, Emily?
I have not.
I haven't either. So that's, knowing that I hadn't given it proper steep time and not knowing what it would be like, I went with the sure thing and used regular Cap sugar cookie. 2%. I used lemon meringue pie because you know what? It's just lovely. It's the thing to do. But I used LA lemonade at 3% because LA lemonade is a candy lemonade. It's like a country time lemonade with all the sugar in it. It's sweet. It doesn't have a lot of tart. It does fade, but it is a candy kind of lemonade. So I figured I'd use the lemon meringue pie at 4%, LA lemonade at 3%. That's a lot of lemon, y'all. But the lemon cookie. It's not just a cookie. I use Capella sugar cookie at 2% and FA cookie to make it even more AP-ish, and it doesn't have a lot of sweetener, and everything else in here is super sweet. So this is a very sweet recipe. And I needed something that would bump up that cookie without adding any additional sweetener. And I used that at 1.5%. Now, this is a straight up shake and vape. Tastes better on day 3, but you can shake this up and vape it straight up, and it's pretty good off the shake. maybe let it sit an hour just so everything settles in.
Yeah.
It's a good shake, run out the door. It's something that I would vape leaving the door. If I wanted to cream it up some, because I like my stuff a little creamier, I would have added a little bit of 2% Capella's custard. But for a cookie, this is without the custard.
Yeah, this looks good. You got the classic, sugar cookie and FA cookie there for the base. And I really like that you use LA lemonade with the lemon meringue pie to kind of like brighten that up a bit and kind of give it some tartness.
Well, because to me, the lemon meringue pie from Capella is buttery, and the lemon is a soft lemon. I don't know. I hear a lot of people talking, raving about it, but I just don't get enough lemon out of it. Maybe some people don't like that much lemon, but I need more lemon in my lemon cookies. And I didn't need a fresh lemon, so that's why I opted not to use FE or Lemon Sicily or any of those. I just went with LA lemonade because it's a candy-ish lemonade. It's country time sweet lemonade.
Mm-hmm. Yep, it's good. This looks good.
That's it. That's what I got.
Looks tasty. Thanks for sharing. All right, I'll go next. So mine is just it's really simple. That this week I did a 1, 2, 3. So just 3 flavors, and it just happened to come out. There's the 3, 2, 1. Like I wasn't trying or anything. It just this happens to be the version that I like the best. But I used for the main note, I used Wonder Flavors lemon squares. It's like a buttery like lemon bar, but it like the lemon is like a creamy, almost curd like lemon. It's real sweet and like bakery-ish lemon. And then I used just 1% Effie lemon to just kind of top it off and just make it punch through a little bit more. And then for the cookie, I used 2% Jungle Flavors biscuit. And because I wanted like that buttery cookie to come through. And with all this lemon, like normally I would use biscuit at like 1.5%. With all this lemon, like I really wanted it to come through, so I used 2%. And it's really freaking tasty. I don't think you need sweetener. I mean, if you want to, with all my recipes, it's just implied like sweetener's optional. But the Wonder Flavors lemon squares is pretty sweet on its own.
Did you steep this at all?
I did. I mixed it I guess last Monday, and then so I tried it then, and then I tried it now, and it's basically pretty much the same. I mean, the cookie does come out a little bit more, after that lemon kind of dies off, but it's just a really nice, like creamy, sweet lemon cookie.
Okay, but it was good on day 1 as well.
It was good on day 1, so you can shake and vape this, no problem.
So we got 2 shake and vape, possibly 3, depending on how JJ's was for the day. So today we should have called today's show Shake and Vape, depending on what Rin turned in.
Rin?
Is that a segue? I don't know if it's shake and vape because I didn't test it right away. I'm guessing it could be. Mind you, my taste buds are still screwed up, especially because of lemon. So bear that in mind. I did something kind of similar to Emily's and I think JJ's. I used all Wonder Flavors. I figured this recipe was a good opportunity to try the new lemon squares. So I used that at 1%. Then I used shortbread cookies by Wonder Flavors at 1%. Their new cream filling at 1%. And the vanilla cream extra at 0.5%, just to add more of a vanilla note. Because I feel like those types of cookies usually are pretty, I wouldn't say heavy on the vanilla, but kind of like it's like lemon, vanilla, and then whatever else. Mind you, I don't like lemon cookies in real life, but it is what it is.
I love lemon cookies in real life.
Yeah. I almost used vanilla in mine. Almost. else. And I'm like, no, this is pretty good without it. I didn't want to run the risk of it like maybe meeting any of the lemon, but I feel like, you know what, like, because those cookies, I've never had those Girl Scout cookies in real life, but like they look like they would be pretty darn buttery and have vanilla in them.
They actually, in real life, the outside is the lemon part, the inside is a butter cookie, and the outside is like a lemon frosting that's hard. You know how normally if you buy lemon cookies there's lemon in the middle of it? Well, it's almost like they took that and just glazed the outside of it. It's so delicious, but it's the lemon's on the outside. I don't know. Those are actually the ones I buy when cookie time comes around. They're not that good for dunking in milk because they don't get soggy. The milk doesn't get in them because the outside is a hard shell of lemon, of like a lemon frosting. They're good.
Interesting. Someone asked that they were, or somebody mentioned that they're surprised none of us used the TFA lemonade cookie. I actually did a version with it and it wasn't good. So.
And I used it in another recipe, so I didn't use it in this one.
That flavor, I don't have too much experience with it. But if I remember correctly, like it can be good, but it takes some tweaking with it. And I just wanted, this week I just kind of wanted to I didn't know you guys were going simple as well, but I wanted to just do a simple, tasty, how to think.
Yeah, and when I used the lemonade cookie from TFA, I had to do a lot of reinforcing and adding, I had to add my additives to it, and I also wanted to do a straight up easy breezy kind of, maybe it's summer, sometimes we don't have time between going to the beach, hanging out with friends, doing stuff, going out drinking, whatever. Sometimes we just need these easy ones.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it just goes to show that simple recipes can be really, really good and tasty. You don't need to add a whole bunch of layers.
During this, I've been my mixes that I really like. I've been making them to one shots. So now, like when I want to vape something, and I've been mixing my concentrates together, I can just throw 15% of this, add some PG, and roll with it.
Yeah,
it's so easy. And this is one I might do that too.
Cool. All right, so what's that?
Who played along?
Oh yeah, so the first one we've got is Goose Girl. I believe her name in Facebook, or her real name, is Cindy. And she made a DIY badge lemon cookies. And she did 1% Jungle Flavors biscuit, 1% Vape Train butter toffee base, 2% Effie lemon, 0.5% Flavor pastry zest, nice, 1% Indoor Shisha vanilla, and 0.5% super sweet.
Nice.
This looks really good.
It does. It's much better crafted than the one I crafted this week. Much better. You've got more accents. You got some good stuff going on.
Yeah, I really like that she used pastry zest, to take advantage of that natural kind of lemons, zest note in it. And then paired it with butter toffee base to kind of, to give it that a little bit darker of a buttery kind of taste to it.
Yeah, that looks really good to me.
Yeah, good job, Goose Girl. And Purellum Super Sweet. Is that similar to Capella Super Sweet?
I've not tried it. I think it's just from what I've heard, it's more like just sucralose.
Just sucralose.
It's sweeter
than super sweet.
Yeah, like I use less. I have to use less of it than super sweet, and I think it's got like a mixture of VG PG in it because it's not as thin as just straight water or PG. It's thicker, so it's got some VG or something in there, and it doesn't have the chemical taste that you get with Capellas. So
I was
it's,
just gonna say, does it have the malic and citric acid in it? Like, does it
I don't
make
think so.
pop like Capella does?
No, it's just sweet. Like it's sugar lips sweet at 0.25% kind of levels.
Wow.
Wow.
I had to keep turning it down. Remember, I used it at 1%. I was like, yeah, I got to turn this down to at least 0.5% because I was going for sweet, but not this sweet.
Be interesting.
Well, if I ever order from Nick River again, I'll have to.
It's kind of my sentiment.
That totally my sentiment. If I ever order from there again, I will put that in my cart.
Yeah.
Although I have found a couple of the Purulums. It'll be a while, but I like their watermelon. The Purulum
Yeah.
watermelon.
Yeah, their watermelon's good.
That runs out, and that could take a year. I'll go back in there and order some stuff.
Yeah, Purellum has some really decent.
I like the country apple.
Yeah, me too.
Purellum country apple. It's a different apple. As much as I like Fuji apple, it's just different. It's more like Macintosh, like the Yankee Candle Macintosh candles.
Oh man, don't
Candles, yummy.
No, it doesn't have the waxy note, but it smells like the same Macintosh kind of note that they use in
Yeah,
there.
it's more like a baked kind of apple to me. And I really like their condensed milk. It's pretty decent too. Like it's not a condensed milk at all. It's just like
It's like a creamy caramel
creamy, yeah, like it's good.
with a bit of a popcorn note.
I am rolling my eyes in the back of my head because you guys are adding things to my wish list.
I got the sweet and condensed milk because you and Dave told me to.
I just got like a really good full dairy cream. Like I didn't get any popcorn note from it. That's interesting.
It's creamy, but I get like the same kind of popcorniness that you get from Flavor's popcorn, where it's more caramel than it is popcorn, but it's got a hint of that popcorn note. And it's kind of the same flavoring that I get in that, only with way more cream.
Interesting. Ooh. And I like their Nilla wafer and sweet milk.
Oh,
Nilla
is that from Purulum as well?
Yeah, that's from Purellum as well, and it's really good. It's different than anything else I've tried, like from anybody else. It's real dark and just it's good. And of course, Steven Stewart had to remind me the caramel coffee with sweet milk is really good too.
Yeah,
It's just a shame that you can't get it anywhere else but that one place. Like that's why I don't buy more of it. Like I want to have variety.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and it's because it's just because Purelum is owns a portion of Nick River, so they have a contract where they're the only distributor. Nobody else distributes Purelum.
Yeah,
maybe
that just makes it
fine after a while.
All right, so let's move on to the second player. It's Mark Senior. He's in the chat today, and his looks really good as well. It's he used 1% Vape Train biscuit base, 1% Favora cookie, 0.5% DIY Flavor Shack Holy Vanilla, 0.5% Effie Lemon, and then 2 3/4% one of Flavor's lemon squares. So a lot of people have been using the lemon squares lately. Well, I guess 3 of us in the recipe. And yeah, I vanilla in there.
I didn't try anything. I didn't already know what it tasted like.
Yeah.
Especially since I was going for something simple for the viewers.
Right. But no, that biscuit base in there, like that's I bet really because Flavora cookie is such a good cookie, but it's like soft and doughy, almost like cookie dough. So I bet that Vape Train biscuit base added in there just cooks it up and just makes it into a really good, harder cookie. This looks really good, Mark. Good job, Mark.
Good job. Thank you for playing. Thank you so much for being part of the team.
Yeah, we love it when you guys play along with us. It's fun. So, I guess let's just wrap it up then. Why don't we show what we're doing next week?
Sounds great. What are we doing next week?
What?
No, I just love the abruptness of things,
Am
the way
I-
things go sometimes. It's funny.
Am I
And
being
you haven't made a single joke to make Emily blush yet today.
I mean, I don't have a lot to work with. I got a bunch of lemons. Like, where do I go from there? Not even melons or nuts or nothing.
I mean, just bringing up the subject did it. That's pretty good.
See, this is what Jen does. She's an instigator.
Yeah.
She
No,
pretends to be all
not
sweet and
totally
bubbly. Yo, she's like, "Hey, Ren, you remember when you? Yeah, don't
It's
forget to do that."
Don't forget to hit Emily up.
So Tammy earlier said, if you stir the shit, you have to eat it. Oh, she said something like that. So just remember, if you're gonna stir crap up,
You're gonna have to spoon feed it to me. Because I can stir a pot of shit in a minute.
yeah.
I think she's just happy I'm not picking on her for once.
That's all right. I'm ready, girl.
For sure. I mean, it's nice to have a break every now and then.
Yeah.
All right, so people are wanting to know what is in the picture. This is like, what do they call it? Like crack pie, or like a buttermilk pie. Like what's it?
Like it's a butter tart.
Butter tart. All right.
Unappealing.
We've already done butter tart, and we got to do another one. It's like, how am I going to make this different?
Well, I guess they really liked the last one.
It's just a different picture of a butter tart. Rather than be an itty bitty one, that's a big pie.
Actually, we don't know that it's a butter tart, and it could be a pecan pie filling kind of pie.
It could be.
I'm not going butter tart. I'll tell you that.
That's what a butter tart is. Is basically pecan filling without the pecans.
Oh, I don't know. I've never had a butter tart. That could be peaches on a pie crust.
Yeah, I just made another butter tart.
Well,
With
JJ's
extra
on
butter
top-
on top.
JJ's
Could
on
be.
top of it.
It could be just brown sugar or a honey tart. How about honey? Let's call it a
Really?
honey.
You guys haven't mixed ahead, so you can mix whatever you want.
It's a butter tart because that's what she mixed.
Play along and play with the show.
Hey, it could be tobacco.
So, sometimes we're not very creative.
Let's see, what color is the plate? White. It could be a marshmallow.
It can be whatever you want. Yep,
That could be some lemon curd up on top.
it could be.
Yeah,
Sure.
Ren, why don't you mix another lemon?
Yeah, sounds great. This whole month's been awesome. I mean, the good thing is like if it's terrible, I can't really taste much. So, you know.
So start picking better pictures then. I'm sick of this lack of motor, or what am I trying to say? Lack of enthusiasm.
I'm
for this
enthused.
show.
I'm enthused.
I don't know who picked this picture this month. We picked too far ahead. We were really planning.
She's choking to death.
Oh God, are you okay?
Choking on her words. She muted it so nobody can see. We can still see her choking though. We're on.
Choking on spit. Don't mind me.
Yeah, sometimes I think we do pick a little far ahead, but it's still all right. And the funny thing is that when we look at it, we're like, oh yeah, that looks good. Then we are like, oh God, not again, because we're not looking at what the other ones picked. And so we know that somebody else picked something similar last month. That's our bad.
It's my fault. I picked this picture. I'll take credit for it.
You're up in Canada. You just like butter tarts. That's all it is.
Well, you're not wrong.
Maple
All
tart.
right. I'm gonna have to go look back
Yeah, it could be a maple tart.
in the chat and see if it's true that you really picked this.
I picked it. I remember picking it.
I know I
don't
did.
remember what the hell I picked anytime I pick anything.
All
I'm
right.
like, oh yeah, that looks good.
I mean, you want to have variety. I mean, that's a big part of it. A lot of the pictures are similar. I mean, it's hard.
Yeah.
And you got to do it in advance because, I mean,
There you go,
We're
Mark.
gonna buy stuff for it.
The maple sugar pie.
Holy crap, that sounds delicious. A maple
Right?
pie.
A maple sugar pie. There you go. Come on,
I'm
you just have to use your imagination, folks.
I may
Oh, no,
remix
don't do
mine and
that,
throw some
Eddie.
popcorn in
Eddie
there.
said he's gonna offer up a field of lavender. Miranda will like it though.
yep, sure would.
Yeah, lavender's delicious.
I don't even think I own a single lavender flavor.
Flavor
I
Art
do.
lavender, you should have that. It's
I
a
don't.
delicious recipe or flavor.
It's a good one. Probably the only good one, really.
I think
Rose
that's
isn't
the
that
only
bad.
good one I've tried. For
You know,
lavender.
whereas, what is that called?
Purple Rain?
Yeah, that one can be good. You just have to steep it. Because right away it's terrible.
I like
It would give-
honeysuckle.
Yeah, that's on a different level.
A totally different flavor.
Yeah.
Lavender's got more of a spice to it.
And you
I
have
know.
to like floral. Like honeysuckle, I feel like even if you don't like floral, you can get away with it. But like lavender, not as much.
You have to just be going for floral.
Although
Yeah.
lavender with
I don't
lemon
like
and
florals.
vanilla, delicious.
That's why I don't.
Florals, even in tobaccos, mess with my allergies. I mean, they do. They mess with my allergies. So I have to be careful with florals.
I don't think there's any pollen in there.
Shut up.
It's probably her brain just saying this is florally and I should have an allergy attack to it.
Yeah, that's what it is. I don't know what it is, but it does. It makes my sore throat. It's just one of those reactions. I guess my brain picks it. Or it might be, have you ever been around somebody that's wearing too much perfume and it bothers you? Well, I mean, it's probably the scent itself bothers my sinuses. It's not a full-on
the
allergy.
volatile carbonyls or whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
And people just wear too much of it sometimes. If I can
Sometimes
smell
they
you
don't
after you
wear a
leave.
lot because the perfume itself is pungent.
No, if I can smell you after you leave, and like I feel like I smell like you now, like that's a problem.
You mean like 20-something-year-old guys with Axe body spray?
No, this was a perfume of it was a female. Well, I guess men can wear it too, but it was a perfume. Didn't smell bad. It's like, damn, like did you bathe in it? Like
How exactly do you make your entire body sweat that odor?
Like stairs today.
it was in that. Go ahead.
Oh, I was going down the stairs today, and I like just. It's just there must have been a guy in the stairwell before me, because I just like as I'm going down, I just enter this like waft of like Axe or something. Like, wow, somebody smells really good, but they're not here. Like nobody was there.
Or when they're in the
Ghost
bathroom.
was left behind. The ghost of their scent was left there for you. You walked into their ghost.
Mhm.
Their cloud of aroma.
Yeah.
Instead of Pigpen with stench.
I went to dinner with my stepson on his graduation day. We went to lunch. I took him out to lunch, just me and him. I do that with the kids sometimes. Because I figured that later on everything would get busy and then we'd go out as a family, but I wanted to spend a little bit of time with just him. I was at the restaurant. I had not vaped of course I vaped in my car, but we waited like 5 minutes to be seated, sat down and talked to the manager, who happened to be a friend of mine that I didn't know was the manager there, for about 5-10 more minutes. The waitress comes up and she goes, "Oh my God, you smell so good. Is that your vape?" I was like, do I always smell? Do I smell like it? I guess we don't even know. Zach says, "I don't even smell it on you." I said, "You're nose blind to it. You're around me all the time." Oh my God. I wonder if I always smell super sweet.
I can't smell my own vape, but like I'll smell other people's. It's very weird.
But I wasn't vaping and I wasn't in an enclosed area. I had vaped in my car and now I was somewhere else and my actual mod was in my pocketbook. So it's like she smelled it on me. She was like, "You smell really good. Is that your vape?" I was
That's-
like,
Don't do anything with honey, so
That's what happened to me with I was cuddling with Megan last night, and I'm like, wow, like you smell really good. And like she wasn't vaping at all. I'm like, you smell really good. I'm like, are you vaping my mango juice? I'm like, and she had stopped vaping like probably 10, 15 minutes ago, but she just had this smell of mango still on her. It was really weird.
it's so weird, right? It's better than smelling like cigarettes, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's better than some of the flavors that have bad room aromas.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, honey, like Rin said a minute ago.
Honey, some of the tobaccos. There's some.
oh my god. My dad bought like the really cheap tobacco. It smelled so bad. It smelled like, when cats spray and you can never get that smell out. Like that's what it smelled like. I'm like, oh my god, this smells really bad.
Did he
I
buy
felt
it
bad.
like, at a shop?
Huh?
He bought it at a shop.
Yeah, he was so proud of himself. I didn't give him too much crap because I don't want him to feel bad or whatever. But like he bought like this big, and I actually still think I have like 120 mil of it. It's like this flavoring of cherry tobacco that he bought online. He was so happy he found it and everything. Of course I mixed it up, and it was awful.
It happens like that. It'd be like that. So does he like it though?
He did. I mean, he stopped vaping. It was probably one of the flavors he vaped for the least amount of time.
Yeah, some tobaccos just leave a bad room aroma.
Mm-hmm.
My daughter will tell me real quick, what were you vaping? And chocolates are really bad for that too. Burnt brownies is what chocolates taste like after you vape them.
Yep.
Like not good burnt brownies either. Awkward silence.
I'm just reading chat.
I think we are done for the day.
I think so too.
Yeah. So thank you. A big thank you to our sponsors, Bull City, E-cig Express, Flavora, Scott at All the Flavors, and Wayne for putting us on his network. And guys, a big thank you to our viewers. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We
got 41 people watching live. Thank you guys.
Everyone have a good night.
Night.
Bye.